Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimikung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chap. 12 Sec 5 of the Iliad of Homer.
Ass.
Ah.
The Iliad of Homer. Theodore Buckley. Chap. 12 Sec 5. And thickens in the skies. Fiercely checks first the advancing host invades, and sends the brave epicals to the shades. Saplin's friend, across the warrior's way, ran from the walls, a rocky fragment lay. Could heave the unwieldy burden from the plain. He pushed, and swung it round, then tossed on high. It flew with force, and laboured up the sky. Full on the Lycian summit thundering down. The ponderous ruin crushed his battered crown. Headlong descend, and shoot into the deep. Suffles because, then in groans expires, and murmuring to the shades the soul retires. While to the ramparts staring Glaucus drew. From Tisus and a winged arrow flew. The beaded shaft the destined passage found, and on his naked arm inflicts a wound. The chief might stop the progress of his warlike host, concealed the wound, and then retired reluctant from the unfinished fight. Disabled Glaucus slowly quit the field. His beating breast with generous ardour glows. He springs to fight, and flies upon the foes. Achman first was doomed his force to feel. Deep in his breast he plunged the pointed steel. The spear, pursued by gushing streams of gore, down sinks the warrior with a thundering sound. His brazen armour rings against the ground. Swift to the battlement the victor flies, tugs with full force, and every nerve applies. It shakes. The ponderous stones disjointed yield. The rolling ruins smoke along the field. A mighty breach appears. The walls lie bare, and like a deluge, rushes in the war. At once bold Tisu draws the trunging bow, and Ajax sends his javelin at the foe. Fixed in his belt the feathered weapon stitched, and through his buckler drove the trembling wood. But Jove was present in the dire debate, to shield his offspring, and avert his fate. The prince gave back, not meditating flight, but urging vengeance, and sever a fight. Then raised with hope, and fired with glory's charms, his fainting squadrons to new fury warms. Oh well, ye listens, is the strength you boast? Your former fame an ancient virtue lost. The breach lies open. Attempts along the guarded path to gain. Unite, and soon that hostile fleet shall fall. This just rebuke inflamed the Lycian crew. They drain, they thicken, and though assault renew, amove the muddied Greeks their fury dare, and fix support the weight of all the war. Nor could the Greeks repel the Lycian pores, nor the bold Lycians force the Grecian towers. As on the confines of adjoining grounds, two stubborn swains with blows dispute their bounds. They too, they sweat, but neither gain nor yield 1 foot, 1 inch of the contended field. This obstinate to death. They fight. They full. More these can keep. More those can win the wall. Their many breasts are pierced with many a wound. Loud strokes are heard, and rattling arms resound. The copious slaughter covers all the shore, and the high ramparts drip with human gore, as when to scales are charged with doubtful loads. From side to side the trembling balance nods, while some laborious matron, just in power, till poised aloft, each equal weight, nor this, nor that, to sense. So stood the war, till Hector's matchless might, with fates prevailing, turned the scale of fight. Fierce as a woe, and up the walls he flies, and fires his host with loud repeated cries. Advance, ye Trojans, lend your valiant hands. Haste to the fleet. They hear, they run, and then, gathering at his calls, raise scaling engines, and ascend the wall. Shoots up, and all the rising host appears. A ponderous stone bold Hector heaved to throw, pointed above, and rough engrossed below. Not too strong men the enormous weight could raise, such men as live in these degenerate days. At this, the snowy fleece, he tossed, and shook in air, for Jove upheld the unwieldy rock, the labour of a god. Thus armed, before the folded gates he came, of massy substance, and stupendous frame, with iron bars and brazen hinges strung, on lofty beams of solid timber hung, then thundering through the planks with forceful sway, drives the sharp rock. The solid beams give way, the folds are shattered, leap the resounding bars, the flying hinges roar. Now rushing in, the furious chief appears, gloomy as night, and shakes to shining spears. A dreadful gleam from his bright armour came, and from his eyeballs flashed the living flame. He moves a gotch, resistless in his course, and seems a match for more than mortal force. Then pouring after, through the gaping space, a tide of Trojans flows, and fills the place. The Greeks behold, they tremble. To be continued.